when I tell you greater happens here, this is a prime example of greater happening here at Virginia State University. We're super excited. We're super honored to have the monks to join us. We just have a couple of housekeeping things that we want to take care of. First things first, silence your phones, please. Everybody right now, take a moment to silence your phones. Everybody's phones are silenced. We want to be sure that we are respectful to the monks when they enter. We are told that you should not applaud when they come in. Do not applaud when they come in. We ask you to be respectful. I think that they will take questions at the end. If they have an opportunity to take questions, we ask that you be respectful. We have a microphone. I or one of my team members will be working the microphone, so we ask that you please be respectful. It's fine to take pictures from where you are, group pictures from where you are. If you want to take a picture with them, please do not do so without asking their permission. Please do not do that without asking their permission. So it's probably a no. So don't even ask their permission. So don't even ask their permission. Is there anything else?
No. So I think a lot more people in here asking us to sit on the floor. Oh yeah. Well, they're going to be leaving next week. So I don't know. And then as far as we'll do some introductions to bands we play, stuff like that. So I'll be the backside. Yeah, and then thầy nói là 7:10 thì mình đi lấy thầy, mình dặn thầy.
So I think that's it. They are just resting up just a bit from their walk. They're resting up just a bit, and then they will be coming in here momentarily.
Yes, that's the one of those people. So at the point after the band plays, and then the proclamation the president is coming out and you try about those other 10 kids coming in? But they're leaving right after that. She's going to put a camera down on this side. You want to close that door?
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Taylor Whitehead, and I serve as the director of the marching pep bands at Virginia State University, the Trojan Explosion. This is our pep band, and we're delighted to have the monks on our campus tonight. And as this is a walk for peace, we want to play something very peaceful for them, and we thank you for your journey, and we hope that you enjoy. One, and two, and three, and breathe, and... Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. I'm going to introduce Mr. Eldon here from the university.
Hello? Oh, this thing works. Awesome. So again, thank you so much for all your love and all your support. I'm going to introduce the faculty here. Mr. Eldon is going to introduce a couple of officials also. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eldon Burton. I do the government relations here at Virginia State University. I just want to introduce President Abdullah and his wife. But from the city of Petersburg, we have Annette Smith-Lee here. From, if you don't know, and from Chesterfield County, we have Laquan Hilton, who's on our Board of Supervisors, Kevin Carroll, who is our representative, Mr. James Worsley is here, as well as Kim Conley, who are all here representing the county. So I want to thank you all for being here, and now I'm going to pass it to President Abdullah.
Thank you so much. My name is Nicola Abdullah, and the role I play here as president. I want to thank all of the students for being here, and of course I want to thank all of you for educating through your words, but also through your action. I have a pen, and I'd like to, okay, I get to, all right. See if I can get this one down here. We are honored that you would take a piece of Virginia State University with you. Thank you.
The City Council.
Office of the Mayor, Petersburg, Virginia, Proclamation. Whereas, in a time of great change, reflection of our nation, people across Texas and the United States are seeking ways to promote unity, healing, and peace in our community. Whereas, the Walk of Peace is 2,300 miles spiritual and patriotic pilgrimage beginning at Hamdon Bapasta Bahawa Center of Fort Worth, Texas, and traveling through 9 states to the White House in Washington, D.C. Whereas the historical journey is led by Hannah Kara, accompanied by 19 Buddhist monks, and embody the timeless value of Buddhist transitions, wisdom, compassion, mindfulness, while also honoring the deep-held American principles, unity, personal responsibility, and mutual respect. Whereas the Walk for Peace carried with the vision of the transformation of 200 million projects on 14 acres in Fort Worth that will feature 840 stripes engraved with sacred scriptures embodying boundaries and wisdom and compassion. And whereas this pilgrimage comes from a critical time when communities across our nation facing the rise in mental health challenges, division, global uncertainties, and serving as a reminder of the peace that not merely demonstrate but practice that begins within our radius, outward, family, community, and nation. Whereas the Walk for Peace extends an open invitation to people of all faith, backgrounds, and behalf of join in the share of aspiration to live with greater compassion, mutual respect, and understanding. Therefore, Samuel A. Pern, Mayor of the City of Petersburg, do hereby Panacana and 19 participant Buddhist monks and all organizations of the Walk for Peace for their effort to foster unity, healing, peace across our state and nation. Official recognition, whereas hereby affix the signature of 31st day of January 2006, signed by Samuel Pern, Mayor, and Tangi R. Hill, Clerk of Council. So do.
ติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนัสตาโสติภาวันตุเตชยอนตุโพธิยามุเลสากายานังนันทิวัตานุเอวังตาวังวิจโยโหหิชยาสุชยมังคะเลอปาราชิตาปัลลังเกสีเสปัทวิโปกเรอภิเสเกสัพพพุทธานังอาคาปัตโตปโมทติสุนัขตังสุมังคลังสุปาปาตังสุโหติตังสุขันโนสุมุโตจะสุยินทังธรรมจักริสุปทักขินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปทักขินังปทักขินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปทักขินาปทักขินานิกาตวานลพันตติปทักขิเนสัพเพสัทธาเวราหุนตุสัพเพสัทธาอัพยาปัจจาหุนตุสัพเพสัทธาอนิกาหุนตุสัพเพสัทธาสุขีอัตตานังปริหารันตุสุขีสุขี
Thank you, everyone. Let us all do the check to see if we can see our mind, to see if we can really see our mind first before we talk, okay? So we will do a short mindfulness meditation, which is the breathing method by the nostril area. So when we breathe in, we are aware of that breath going in. When we breathe out, aware of that breath going out. Just mindful with each and every breath going in and out within this nostril. Do not force our breath, just let it go in and out the way it is, naturally. And then when you see your mind, if you see some thoughts, any type of thoughts popping up, all you need to do is just observe that thought and acknowledge it and come back here. You can also do recite 3 times silently, thought, 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 and come back here. If you hear any type of noise, any type of sound, observe that and do not follow it. Just knowing that there's a sound and then repeat that same thing, sound, sound, sound. Just itchy, numb, pain, any type of sensation on this body, just observe that and say feelings, feeling, feeling, or itchy, itchy, itchy. Come back here. Our job is to bring our concentration back to this present moment, right here and now. We don't follow the old thought. We don't follow the any type of thoughts within the past and the future. Just come back to this present moment is all we need. So let us all start by sitting straight. Relax. And don't force your spine. Just relax, but have to sit straight. And gently close our eyes. Put our concentration by the nostril. And let us start. Let's open our eyes. How was it? Who's in here that can catch that monkey? The monkey mind. The monkey mind is the mind of jumping here and there, thinking of this stuff and the other stuff, non-stop. Do we see our monkey mind? Yes? How many times you be able to catch that monkey? Means when you see the monkey start to jump, you catch it and then come back here. How many times can we do that? One? Four times? Well, it's okay for us to not catch any during this short period of time, because we don't have this habit yet, right? Anything in this world for ourselves, we need to have a new habit. We have to have a habit in order for us to know how to do it. How many of us here already practiced this mindfulness meditation before? Okay. Every day? No. Okay. This is something that not everybody are doing, right? And in order for us to have a really good habit of coming back to this present moment, we have to practice it diligently every day. Like our venerable monks, if we say at the temple every day, meditation every day. And when we walk, we also meditate every day. But not just every day, but every step. Right? Meditation isn't just sitting like this. Walking, standing, lying down, sitting, and then while we're doing all the things in our life, our daily activities, that also meditate. And this mindfulness is something that nowadays that government agency, school, university, and all some of the company also apply this into the system, because mindfulness is something that is very helpful, useful to support our memories, our anxiety, stress, depression. We have a lot of students from high school to college and then university. The more they study, the more they get easy to get stressed. How many of us here are student of this university? Oh, okay. Okay, who's in here that actually stressed with schoolwork? Wow. This is exactly, it's not just this school, but every school. We are not talking about kindergarten children, we are not talking about them. We are talking about middle school up. When they get to know more things in this world, then they will get more stress. Especially when we grow older and older, and when we get to the higher, to a better school and to the university and things like that for our career, right? When we choose the career for ourselves, and we barely have a peaceful day because of all those school load, right?
Yep.
You have to go to school, you have to study. You go home, you have to study. You go to the coffee shop, you have to study. You go anywhere, you have to study. Try your best to study. And sometimes we fail. We couldn't get what we want. And there are days that we have to stay up all night to study, to do work, homework. That's very stressful. No one knows this except ourselves. Right? We know ourselves better. And for this reason, when we get to graduate, and now we have to find the job, the right job, this is also very stressful too. And now that you have to find the job that make a lot of money for you to pay off your school loan, right? Mm-hmm. And so all these add up every single day. That is why our days is always stressful. And then from stress become anxiety, depression. And a lot of students cannot move forward anymore. They have to quit, they have to drop out, or they have to be under medication. I know all this because I have been there, done that. I was an engineer, graduated, and I went to work for 3 years. And finally I quit, and I ordained to become a monk. A lot of things in this life that we wanted to achieve, but we couldn't. And so for all of us that really can have a peaceful day, that is something that is for someone else out there, not for us. Right? Because we don't know how to start with that. That is why my dream to the school is, university don't have this, but high school, middle school, detention. When somebody done something wrong, we put them in a detention room, right? That will make them feel bad and embarrassed with their friends. Instead of doing that, we apply meditation, mindfulness to that room, or a bigger room for all the students to practice. Instead of a punishment, this is a way for them to change their life by practicing mindfulness. And for us here, university students, if you cannot focus within this present moment, you cannot move on. Because all that school load, all that stressful things in life, not just school, when you go home, you have to deal with family, siblings, your friends, right? Everything, a lot, besides school. But if we cannot bring ourselves, our mind, back to this present moment, which is right now and here. Earlier, I showed you how to do the mindfulness meditation, which is this breath right here. Right? We've been breathing every second since the day that we born into our mother's womb. And then when we born, we grow up until today. We just breathe, just like a robot. We never see our breath long or short. We never know that. is because we've been so busy, too busy chasing the materials, chasing our gold and everything. That is the reason why we cannot pay attention to our breath. And our breath is something that has been with us, and this is very important. Without this, we will die. Right? One breath going in, without going out, we die. But we didn't care. Because we thought that our life would be long. We didn't know that this life is impermanent. We could die at any time. Nothing will last on this world. This life, right now, we can be fine, strong, healthy, but later on, or tonight, or tomorrow, we don't know. Like me, I've been walking and walking, which is fine, but somehow I caught a cold. Just that simple. And caused me dizzy, tired, everything for the last about a week now. And today actually I can talk. So everything in this world, everything within this body, we cannot control. We cannot control. This mind we also cannot control. Right? This physical body cannot control. This mind cannot control. The nature cannot be controlled. So these three things we cannot control. But we always wanted to control. We wanted to control this body, to make it healthy, to make it beautiful, to make it anything that you wanted to do every day to this physical body. And our mind, when the thoughts come, we want to push those thoughts away. We want to fight. We want to eliminate it. And when our mind is not staying, focusing in our school work or your homework, you get mad. And then when you cannot memorize or you cannot do your work, you get mad. There will be good and bad days, right? But for the student like us, we always want it to be a good day. Because it means a lot to us. We spend time, money, effort a lot. So we want our days to be best every day. But the more we want it, the suffer we are. Because expectation is something that will kill us. No expectation is the key. No expectation at all. When you expect yourself to do things, and if you cannot achieve it, then what happens? We suffer. What we can do to set our goal, and then after that, just walk through it. Walk through that, just like me, 3 years ago. When I travel, especially after the during the pandemic, I've seen a lot of sufferings around me. Right? I have a foundation and help a lot of families for this 2 years, 700 families. We pass out food to 750 families per week for 2 years straight. And I have seen so much people suffer. And then we also travel around the world to do disaster relief, and I have seen this. Not just this physical body, not just this physical suffering, but mental health suffering. That is the worst. So during that time, and I thought, what can I do to support our people? As a human being, we deserve better. So what can I do? And then from there, I thought about, how about we can do a walk? But for myself, I cannot do it alone, right? So I just make that vow.
And then I keep that vow silently within my head for 3 years. Keep thinking about it. And then I do everything just to fulfill that goal. But I am not expecting the outcome. Just silently do it. And every time when I create wholesome deed, I make that vow. I pray for my vow to turn out. And then now here we are. We walk to this side, and then we stop at this school, university. Same thing with expectation. If we expect a lot, we'll be suffer a lot. We make our goal, our vow, and just walk through it. Okay? When you walk through it, you don't expect the outcome. Same thing as meditation, mindfulness. Earlier when we did that mindfulness meditation, breathing in and breathing out, a lot of practitioners, they will expect that their mind will be calm. Then that is when they feel suffer. That is when they will give up. Because that mind will not calm down. That mind will not stop thinking. The more we expect, the more the mind will keep on thinking and thinking and thinking. So with that meditation, what it is, just walk through it, just breathe in and breathe out. You fail, you start it over again. You fail, you start it over again. Start it over again. That's all we need to do. If you can see your mind is running, that is progress already. A lot of people, they cannot see that monkey mind. Even if they sit for hours, they still cannot see that monkey mind. Right? And now that we can see that monkey mind, that is progress. Right? And so for students, here we are. My advice for you, you apply breathing meditation to your daily life. If you could do that, I promise you, your day will be much better. Your school will be also much, much better. The result, the outcome will be more than what you expected. It's because when you are mindful, this mind will give you a lot more. When our mind is pure, clear, it gives us a lot of good things. You can see things, you can think of, you can have an answer for yourself quickly, just like that. Versus the mind with cloudy mind, unpure mind. We keep on studying, keep on reading, but we cannot remember anything. That is when our mind is full of defilements, unpure. When it's pure, just like a white cloth, it can record a lot of things. That is why so many people in this world, they can do a lot of things. They can just think of one thing, and then they can make it right away. For students, if we cannot do that, but keep on studying every day, I think that will harm you more than help you. If you could just every morning, you just take time to do the breathing. The best thing for you is to let go of your lover, which is your cell phone. The lover is the cell phone. Okay? You let go of your lovers early in the morning when you wake up. Don't touch her or him. Don't. Just wake up and do one thing. Get a piece of paper and a pen out, write down the statement, say, today is going to be my peaceful day. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Write that down. After you write that down, read it over and over without eyes, and then read it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Okay? Read it out loud to tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day. No one can mess it up. Even my school, even my homework, even my teacher, whoever. No one can mess it up except ourselves. No one. If you don't let people mess it up, you won't mess it up. But for most of the time, when anything happens, when someone says something, then you mess it up right away because you react. We react so quickly. And the more we react, the more we suffer. Right? We are living in this world with reacting just like that. So quickly. Just like the technology is growing really fast. Our mind also the same way. We are chasing after it. So today is going to be my peaceful day. And then after that, what you should do is to take care of your things in the bathroom. Okay? But not with your lovers. For most of us who in here that brought your lover to the bathroom, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay, a lot of us, okay? You brought your lover to the bathroom and talk. Okay? Everywhere you go, you brought him and her to the lovers. Your cell phone. Okay? So, when you do that, you sidetrack yourself. No concentration. Right? Because when you bring him and her to the toilet and talk, who is doing number 1 and number 2 for you? No one. That's why you get constipation. Right? So, leave them alone. Leave him or her on the desk. Go to the toilet, do your thing, come out, still not touch yet. Okay? Don't touch yet. Now is your time to do the breathing. Remember, whenever you touch your lover, that is when your mind will fill with all kind of thoughts. Okay? Because so much distraction within your lover. So don't touch yet. Do the breathing. If you cannot sit for breathing, it's okay. You sit on the sofa, on the chair like this. If you can sit cross-legged on the floor, that's better. Okay? If not, you can sit on the chair, but don't sit on your bed because that will damage your spine. Okay? Anywhere that is firm enough for you not to lean on one side. All right? Breathe. If you have 15 minutes, take that 15 minutes. If you don't have 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Just focus here. The more you focus on the breathing, just concentrate here, the mind will keep on pulling you out from this. Okay? It's not that when you breathe and the mind is doing that. It's just that we don't have the habit of staying here. Our mind is like a monkey that I said, is jumping. The nature of our mind is thinking about the past and about the future. Never want to stay. So that is why we've been living with that. Now we train our mind to come back to this present moment, come back to this job right here, which is the breathing. This is our job. Come back right here. That's all we need to do. So when you see your thought come, and if you cannot see it, if you cannot bring it back here, it's okay. A lot of the time you follow those thoughts until the end of that thought, and then you follow a different thought. It's okay. Don't be disappointed. Don't be mad. It's okay for you to fail. Next time you'll be better. You just have to believe in yourself that you can do this. As long as you practice. Every day you gain 1 minute of concentration. Just 1 minute. I myself practiced meditation at the beginning. Before I ordained to become a monk, I cannot meditate because I fall asleep all the time. And don't be surprised because you will fall asleep. Okay? The boring things for our mind is meditate. Our mind is active. So when you force yourself to sit there and then focus on one thing, you will get bored. And when you get bored, fall asleep. It's because we are not focusing in our breath. That is why we fall asleep. But at the beginning, it's okay. Not a problem. As long as we continue practicing, and every day practice like that, you will gain more concentration by this area. When you breathe in, you know the breath going in. When you breathe out, know that breath going out. The more you concentrate, the more your mind will be clear and alert. Awareness. Just focus in that. And then later, maybe 15 minutes, now that one thought popped up, within 10 minutes, you will realize, oh, I have a thought, now I have to come back. And then from that 10 minutes, maybe later on, within 5 minutes, you will see that thought, and you come back. And later, every thought pop up, you see it right away. Right? You see that thought right away. At the beginning, you cannot. But after practicing long enough, you will see your thoughts easy, faster. That's all we need to do in the morning. And then after that, you can do some exercise. Well, hold on. Before you go to the bathroom, there's one thing that you need to do. Folding your bed sheet, your blanket. Make that bed neat and nice. This is very important. To train yourself to have more concentration, to do one thing at a time. Okay? Wake up. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Or you can do the folding and fixing your bed first, and then you write that statement. It's okay. Whichever one first, no problem. So folding, make your bed nice and neat. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Go to the toilet without lever. Come out, meditation without lever. And then exercise without lever. And then breakfast. Breakfast with lover? No. No lovers. Okay? He said, You know why breakfast without lover? We've been living and eating with lovers for how long? Very long time, that every time when we eat like this, right? How can we focus? What are you eating? Multitask to one thing at a time. Eating, just focus on eating. Drinking, just focus on drinking. Do not multitask anymore. That's why when you wake up, you only do that thing. When you go to the toilet, you only do that thing. You don't do this and this. Right? At the same time. That is why we always sidetrack. Get ourselves sidetracked easily. And so, after breakfast, now, if you want, you can touch your lover. Okay? Now you can touch your lover. But please remember, use it when you need. It's different with you use it with every little thing, you also use it. Sometimes nobody send you a message, you keep on checking. How come nobody sending me any text messages? How come my day is so peaceful like this? And you have to find someone to send them a message and ask. All right. So we need to change ourselves. Okay, we need to change. This is really important. Student, for you, very super important. We need to let go of our lovers as much as possible. And try to use this instead of this. Okay? How many phone numbers you can remember now? 2? 4? 10? Okay. Okay, you can remember your husband and wife, or father and mother, and the one that you always call and talk every day, then you could remember. For the rest, you don't. How many phone numbers that we can memorize back then before the smartphone came out? The whole phone book? What happened now? Yeah, what happened now? It's because we depend on that. We've been living in this world dependent on technologies. Whenever you need to call Sam, just go in there and tap S, Sam, call. You don't dial the number anymore. How can we remember? Now that you need to do a math, you have to go in there and punch the numbers in. And now AI. We have to ask AI to help to write something for us as well. Right? How can we open our mind? It's shrinking every day. It's like this. Now that we need to make it open up again. We need to go back to the old day. This is the time for us to go back to the old day. Otherwise, one day we'll be just sitting here like this. How do I eat yet? I don't know if that's true or not, but look at us. We don't remember anything. We lose our memory. And for students, if you lose your memory, how can you study? How can you memorize your schoolwork? That is why we stress. So we need to change all this. Change all this activity back to the old day. Try to eliminate our lovers as much as possible. Use this more. And practice on this more. You know, when you try to study and you couldn't make it, and you force yourself to study, to read, to do the work, and the more you force it, the turnout is not what you want. So what can we do? Instead of forcing yourself to continue studying and reading and do that work, relax. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Take as much deep breath as you want. The air is free. Okay? Take a deep breath for yourself. And then what? Come here. Come back to this right here. Breathing. If you can just take 1, 2, 3 minutes of breathing with concentration, relax, no expectation, that could change everything. Right? Instead of continue trying to figure it out, but you couldn't, then why you have to force yourself? The more you force yourself, the more you get stressed. So just relax, take a deep breath, come back with the breathing. The more you can concentrate on here, the more your mind will open up. To purify your mind. The breathing is to purify your mind. Once your mind is clear, you can solve any problem. That is simple. But we cannot do it because we don't have that habit and we don't have that trust in ourselves. And we think that could waste our time. That is not wasting time. That is for your life. Instead of wasting our time forcing ourselves to do something that you cannot figure it out, now do something better. Breathing. After you take a few minutes to breathe, you can go back to that. I have some nieces. They're also in universities. They have the same problem. And I taught them to do the breathing. And I know that they stay up all night and all night, every day to trying to study because they're afraid that they're going to be failed. I say, why you have to force yourself like that? Just relax, just breathe. And they practice that. Every day they have to practice that. And then the more they practice, the better they are. So for all of us here, if you could do one thing for me, which is to change your activity. Do more breathing during the day, from the morning, and then during the day, do more breathing. At nighttime, more breathing. The more you do it, the better you are. And believe it or not, you will solve problem faster. Okay? I promise you that, because this is what we've been doing for many years. And this also will cure depression, anxiety. Cure, I'm talking about cure, not just to help. Because I've been doing that to support a lot of people already. So that this message is for all of the students, not just this much of students, but for the whole, or for all students in this country and around the world. I hope that we can have our better schoolwork and better life to find peace for ourselves. If we keep forcing ourselves, there will be no peace, right? So our message is not something that, like, people been thinking that we are bringing world peace. No. We are here bringing the message, the key, to support all the people who willing to change, to bring peace to ourselves. Peace always begins from within, which is oneself, one person. For me, for him, for all venerable monks, and for all of you here. We cannot bring my peace and then give it to you and then you will have peace for the rest of your life. That would never happen. What we did is walk. And then you see us walk. That is when you pause, that is when you stop to look at the monks, and that is when you actually calm yourself down, slow yourself down, to look back within. And that is the moment where you see peace. That is the moment where it touches your heart. Because it reflects yourself, why do I have to be so stressed like this? Why do I have to run and why do I have to rush all the time? When all these venerable monks are just walking like this. It reflects. Okay? And then when we share with you, it's for all of us to practice. This method is not for Buddhists, but it's for all beings. Because breath is within all beings, not just for the Buddhist people, right? So it's not about religions, it's not about anything but peace, that a practice that everybody has to practice. Imagine if every single one of us practicing peace like this every day, our world will be at peace. Our inner world, not that world, okay? Our inner world will be at peace first. When our inner world be at peace, our family, the whole family also will be at peace. Ask ourselves, how many times our parents and our siblings looking at our stressful face and they still smile and laugh? They couldn't. They also feel stressed and sad, right? Because we are not happy. But if they see us happy and peace, they'll be also happy and peace. That is how peace begins. It begins from ourselves, our inner world, and then the whole family. And it's spread out that way. Each family, throughout this nation, and throughout the world. That is what we really hope. Peace to bloom and flourish that way. It's a different way. But this requires to put more effort into it. Without effort, this will not happen. Just like all of us, we have to put a lot of effort from day one. In Fort Worth, Texas, now 98 days, right? 98 days of walking. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And a lot of monks, our venerable monks, are sick just like me. But we still not giving up. And myself, I don't want to stay in one place. I want to walk. I really want to walk, to continue my walk. So that is effort. Determination, effort, and be patient with it. Practicing mindfulness is patient. You have to have a determination for yourself that you can do this. You have to put effort into it every day, and you have to be patient with this because you will fail many times. You could not do it at first. But if you're not giving up, you can make it. Giving up is very easy, right? But if you choose to walk different direction, that is difficult, but that's what makes you different from the others. Just like we were walking on the flat road, on the smoother road. If everybody are walking on that road, there's no difference. But if we can walk on any type of road, up and down, flat and smooth, we can walk on any type of road. That makes us different. So we should have a strong determination again, patient effort into this practicing to bring peace for ourselves, bring peace for our family and our society, our country, and this whole universe. That's what I want to share with you all, and especially for the students. Please bring that into practicing to support yourself. Otherwise, you'll be stressful every day, which I really don't want you to stress like that. I know how you feel. I know that feeling is terrible. So please consider my advice and take that into action to bring peace to ourselves. Thank you so much. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. May I ask, any question?
Where are you from? Are you from Mongolia?
I'm Vietnamese.
Are all y'all from Vietnam?
No, we have Thai venerable monks from Thailand, Laos, Burmese, Vietnamese, not Mongolia.
First, I wanted to say hello and thank you for coming and speaking for us. You talked about a lot of discipline and courageous things y'all done on y'all walk. I've been watching since Texas, so I'm really excited to have you guys here. I wanted to ask, because one of the things I noticed is unity. You guys walking together takes a lot. It's one thing walking by yourself, but be able to all have that discipline and go through this with the group, I feel like it's something hard. What is one thing that you've learned from this unity with walking with all the people that have the same ideals and belief as you, but going through this tough journey, what is something that helps you guys encourage each other?
For our venerable monks, we are different in skin colors. We have different languages we speak, but we wear the same robe, right? and we ordain the same rule and regulation under the Buddha. Okay, so it doesn't matter what language we speak, but when we are together, we can speak in one language, which is Pali. That's the only language from the Buddha time. We can recite, we can chant together as the beginning. We chant the blessing for you all, that is Pali. That all venerable monks from different countries can also chant and recite the same way. And we have 227 rules and regulations for each monk. Yes, we have 227 rules for our venerable monks. So with that rules, everyone are given the same rules. That is how we are living in harmony and unity. Let's say when we walk, how we walk. When we eat, how we eat. When we go to the toilet, how we go to the toilet. When we go to the village, how to walk in the village. Things like that. Every little things we practice, we learn from all the way from the first day of ordination. And that's why, even though we have different countries, different language, but we can live peacefully with each other. And so for all of us here to walk on this journey, of course not to walk on physical like us, but in spirit to walk, means that we need to practice every day. And seeing every single one of the people surround us, we should have loving kindness instead of just love. Loving kindness and compassion has no boundaries. But love itself still have selfishness because you only love the one that you like, right? And so we live in the world where separation and division a lot, because this is mine, that is yours. I don't want you to touch mine, things like that. And these days, I don't know how many of us follows online, you have seen there's so many people coming up. Like, there are days that like 100,000 of people. And how come we have different background, we have different languages we speak, different faith, different belief, different skin color, a lot of things different. But all the people can come together and can sit down together and can stand together just to listen to this message peace. And willing to let go of all those hatred and anger and separation and all those things, willing to let them all go. Letting go of all those things is very difficult, but that is something that we really need. Without letting go of the past, without letting go of all that hatred and anger, we cannot move forward. Because all that, we carry a bag of rocks on our shoulder. It's just going to drag us down every day. We cannot walk. So it doesn't matter what people say, what people done to us. We should only react with kindness, just like our venerable monks. We've been walking a lot of problem, right? There are people curse at us. There are people shout at us and yell at us, a lot of things. I also react, but I react in a different way. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful with a smile on my face. Right? And then people just come to me, straight to my face and confront with me. I say, may you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. If they want to win, let them. If they want to be over you, let them. If they want to say something to educate you, let them. You know yourself. We don't need to react. The more we react, the happy they are. Right? So we shouldn't react. We just live mindfully with our breath. If you can just practice this every day, you will not react like that anymore. Instead of we just smile and then walk away. Or may you be well, be happy, and be peaceful, and then walk away. That's it, and our day will be so peaceful. Of course, at the beginning it's difficult. But you can do it. Anybody can do this. Because it's been with us. It's just that we've forgotten it. Now we need to awaken it. To live with that. So peace can begin.
Greetings, my name is Amiri. I'm a student here at Virginia State, and on our behalf, I just want to thank you for taking your time to come speak with us. A little bit earlier, you were talking about how you and some of your friends gathered some codes and a lot of stress-related issues along the path of, your journey. And I just wanted to know, at times where you felt like you really, really wanted to give up, what did you tell yourself? How did you get through it? Besides just the traditional practice of breathing in, breathing out, using meditation, what do you say to yourself at every step?
Earlier when I mentioned that I walk, every step is a meditation, right? So when I walk, I pay attention to my breathing. When I walk, I pay attention to my breathing. And there are monks that just pay attention to the step, each and every step. That is how we practice concentration, mindfulness. If we just let our mind be free, just to walk, then the mind will be keep wandering things after things. That is not peaceful. That's why we walk but practice the same time. Right? For our venerable monks, we have talked many times. There are times that we have to have meetings. Of course, we, the monks, we also have meetings, and every month we also have to come together and talk. What needs to be changed, what needs to be done, and things like that. As the community of monks, we always do that. And so I have never heard any of our venerable monks have any thought of giving up. None. Like I said, way back then, I mentioned, when we decided to take on this journey, we already set our life aside already. We just gonna walk, regardless. And when we are very tired and exhausted, there's one time in India when I walked 112 days in India in 2022 with him and some other monks. And that is when we found Aloka. There are days that I was in critical condition too, very sick. I could not walk anymore. It's like, am I gonna die here? That bad. I could not walk. And then I keep thinking, this is the journey that I picked. No one forced me to. And if I'm giving up now, then this is not me. Then what should I do? Then I think of some of the images. I recall some of the images back then when I encountered that one of the old men, his leg from the knee down is eaten by maggots. Okay? We can only see the bone and some flesh left. And a lot of maggots just crawling around and flies everywhere. Okay, when looking at image of that old man, I was thinking, he's like that and he's still crawling around to ask for money to support his life, and maybe he still have family too. And now that I still have everything, and I'm still young, I'm not going to die here. I will stand up and walk. And then I think of Aloka. I have 2 feet. All of us have 2 feet. It hurt really bad when we walk barefoot. It hurt really bad. And then all those sensations, all those pain. And I think of Aloka, he has 4 legs. His sensation is double than mine. He must be painful. He must be very hurtful when he can feel all those 4 legs. But he still wants to walk. He don't want to stop. Even though he's exhausted, even though he's about to die, just like me. But when I put him on the truck, He jumped right off, even though he cannot stand, but he still wants to walk. And I think I would never give up. And that is when I learned a lot about giving up and not to let any type of sensation within this body, and don't let our mind cheat us. Our mind is cheating us a lot. So don't let this mind try to pull us off track. Okay?
So, real quick, everyone, I know everyone may have some more questions, but we really need to get them to the doctor to check them out. They've been out on the road. So, thank you so much.
Okay. Then let us give you the blessing stream. The peace bracelet, actually. That peace bracelet means to tie you up with us, so that you can continue this journey of walk for peace, to walk every day within our life to the end of our life. This is how we train ourselves. This is how we train ourselves. This is how we practice. This is reminding us that we have met the venerable monks. And so when we see the bracelet every day, it tells us that we need to practice. We need to be mindful. We need to have more patience, more effort in practicing, and strong determination for our time. Okay? And to liberate our lovers. So, thank you so much, everyone. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you.
If I could ask, just do not pass our volunteers. They're going to be behind us, and they're not going to tie it on you. You're just going to hand it. And then once you get one, please allow the opportunity for the other person to get. We have enough for everyone tonight, so please. And then if we can ask you to leave afterwards, thank you so much. You can either exit either way.